Hey guys, it's Brett, and this week I want to talk to you about rehearsals. So, we get emails all of the time asking us, hey, can we go ahead and schedule a rehearsal? When's our rehearsal going to be? And so, I just wanted to make a video to clarify with y'all. If you want to go back and look in your contract, the answer is actually in there, but don't worry, I've got you covered in this video as well. So, we take bookings, honestly. People book us 2 years in advance and they book us a month in advance. So we can't schedule your rehearsal until that final walkthrough meeting a month before your wedding. Because if I were to take your rehearsal and say scheduled on a Friday night and then somebody books a wedding on Friday night, you're probably going to be pretty irritated when I call you and say, hey, we have to move it to Thursday. And then somebody books a Thursday wedding and I'm like, hey, we got to move it to Wednesday. So that's why we just wait until that final walkthrough meeting. And that's when we look at the calendar and we schedule your rehearsal. That way it is locked in, it is finalized, and we know that we're not going to have to move it. So what happens if your wedding is, say, on a Sunday and we have a wedding on Saturday? Well, when we do the people's final walkthrough, whose event is on Saturday, we're going to ask them for their time frame. So say, for example, they choose a 12 to 12 time frame. Well, then you could do your rehearsal from 11 to 12. For your rehearsal, you get 1 hour, and that's to practice outside at our ceremony site, and then usually go off-site to have like lunch or dinner or something fun like that. So for that 1 hour rehearsal, you can always do it the day before the wedding arrives. Or if we don't have an event like 2 days before, you could do it that evening. I've even had some people do it up to a week before the wedding, just based on availability. But don't worry, we will get that rehearsal scheduled for you. Another option that you can do is actually take that 1 hour and add it onto your wedding day. A lot of planners prefer to do a day of rehearsal. I know you're sitting there and you're like, well, we don't want to see each other. How is that going to work? Don't worry, it's totally fine. A day of rehearsal is actually a great idea because then everybody remembers everything. They haven't been out drinking. It just works really well, especially for the guys. It gets them to actually pay attention and to remember. So if you were doing a day of rehearsal, what that's going to look like is the bride would just stay in the bridal suite. We practice with everybody, and then the guys go away, and we bring the bride and her dad out, or whoever's walking her down the aisle, to practice that little part with her. Totally seamless. But if you hear that and you're like, no, I really don't want to do it the day of my wedding, no worries, just wait till that final walkthrough meeting and we will get you scheduled. I hope this video helped you out, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.